Well, hello, hot stuff. It has been a while. I am sorry for ghosting. It was not my intention. I had planned to show up and record content all through the holidays. And there were a couple like little things that happened and it just didn't happen. And it's so funny. It has highlighted to me the sheer consistency that I've had with the podcast because I think I've only missed like a very short couple of weeks, but it feels like that it's been a lifetime between chats. So hopefully you haven't missed me too much. And if you did, hopefully you went back in the archives because there are some very sexy episodes in there. I have a question though. I have a question for you. And I want you to write this down and I want you to come back to this. You're going to go and grab like your pen and paper. You're going to get the notes on your phone out. Don't fight me. Go do it. You're not going to remember it. What would someone with a lot of options do? What would someone with a lot of options do? That is the energy that I want you to take into this year. I think it is really easy when we are in a growth phase in anything, right? In business, in life, when we see what we want and we are so aware of the deficit of where we are, where we want to be, right? And there's like a valley that we need to cross. We got to get more clients, get more sales, get that cash, grow our business, do all the sexy things. And I think because we know that we want more, it can be really easy for us to get stuck in like what we currently have working for us. And I think because of that, and because we are so focused on our goals and moving forward, we look at every single person that comes into our world and we look at them like we need them to make our goal happen. For example, let's pretend you have a discovery call with a client or you have someone that's interested in like buying your sexy shit. Like, of course they are. It's you. Look at you. Like, just look at you. And then for whatever reason, it doesn't happen. They ghost. They don't have the money. It's not the right time. They go and work with their competitor. It's really easy when we have this growth mindset and we think about all the, the sexy things that we were going to do this year, the money that we were going to make, how fabulous we were going to be, how this year is going to be our year. We look at the person that says no or ghost, whatever it is, that undesirable outcome. And ooh, it's a bit stingy, isn't it? It feels a bit like shit. It's awful. And we get grabby. It's this like grabby energy of we need this to happen. What happened with this person? Because we get so focused on what we have thinking that we need this person. No, baby, we don't need this person. We have the whole fucking world. We have the whole world that could be our client. Think about all the people that are out there that exist. All of the people outside of your space. Think about the best clients that you have, your favorite customers. And think about what life was like before them. Do you think that you had thoughts of, oh my gosh, what if no one's going to pay me? Am I going to keep working with people? Am I going to grow? How am I going to fill this workshop? Where's my next sale going to come from? Have you had those thoughts before? Yes, we all have. It's okay. We're friends here. You can tell me, I'll tell you. I have. And I feel like sometimes there's quietness and then all of a sudden this sale will almost pop from the sky. And I'm like, where did you come from? And it's almost like life before this client and then life after that client. That's you. We all have situations like this. And I think sometimes when we think about who we want to be, the goals that we want to have, we get so fixated on it. We get fixated on every single person coming into our world, feeling like that they need to be the one to make this happen. It's kind of like you see this a lot of the time when it's like when people are on a dating app and they swipe, right? Okay. So if you haven't used Tinder, quick lesson, you've got Tinder open, you swipe left for no, you swipe right for yes. So like someone's profile shows up, they're sexy. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to swipe right. Someone else's profile shows up and like they have something, then you're just like, yeah, they're just like no, they're not my kind of guy. Like maybe you're like not into pretty boys and he's like super pretty boy. Or maybe you are like, I want like a nice sexy beard. I want a king with a company. Whatever, right? Whatever. Someone shows up and you're like, not my man. You swipe away. I see this all the time when people use dating apps and they like are swiping on Tinder for fucking like 15 swipes and then they want to throw their phone across the room and they're like, where's my guy? I'm like, guys, you wouldn't go into the supermarket and like walk up every aisle and fuck every person. But we seem to think that when we set out to like get what we want, whether it be love, whether it be growing our business, whatever, that any time an opportunity or a person or something comes into our life, that if it is not exactly what we want and if it doesn't pay off in a way that we want, that something is wrong. or it's never going to happen. And this will also show your default mode. It will show your default mode if your default mode is set to this isn't going to happen, because guess what, babe? You're always going to look for evidence that it's not going to happen. Or if your default mode is set to this will happen for me, you will look at, when you're swiping, okay, cool, they're not my type. Maybe I probably need to know what my type is, or I'm sure my type's coming. Of course, I'm not going to be into everyone. I'm a discerning bitch. I don't want everyone to like stick their shit in my energy field. You catch what I'm saying? You know that. You know that not everyone's going to be for you. So this is the reminder that we are going to take into this year. What would someone with a lot of options do? Because guess what you're going to do? Let's stick to dating for a second, business fondle, dating examples. If you're swiping on Tinder and you have so many options, you're not really going to care if you look at profiles or you feel like there's no current matches or people that you would want to shag. You would be like, oh, okay, cool. This is really interesting. Let me read. I have so many options. This almost just feels like it's a relaxing activity to swipe. The same with clients and sales. If you knew you had so many options, if you had a wait list of people to work for you, if a lead didn't pay off and become a client, you would be like, whatever, no big deal. I have so many people in the world that want me. Here's the thing. You already have so many people in the world that want you. They just don't know that they want you yet, or they haven't told you that they want you yet. Maybe you need to grow your profile and become so much more visible that you'll appear on someone's Instagram and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I needed this. I can't believe I found her. And they will go back through your whole archive of your incredible stuff. And they will be like, this is my person. I found my person. Thank you, Sky Daddy, for putting them on my phone the day that I needed them. My life is complete. I found them. That is happening right now. Every single person that you are meant to impact in your business, they're out there. They are out there and they are waiting. And they are waiting for someone as incredible as you are. So even if it feels like that you have no options, even if you feel like you've got incredible options, but you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to grow. I feel like that I need to take all these sales because, it's already been a stretch for me to get to the income that I've gotten to. How can I possibly double that? Okay, shit, I'm going to have to take every fucking client. You do not have to take every client. We take the clients that meet our standard. We get clear on the standard in our business. And then we set everything up so that everyone that comes into our world meets that. They match that. And I will say, call to action. Come give me money. Join Business Bang. If you are a sexy founder, you are established in business, you have proven offers, you are already making money, you are ready to do the work, and you want to be mentored by me, apply. I would love to have you in there. But I really want you to think about this because as you grow this year, as you go through this year, knowing all the things that you are going to do, and as you get really clear on this goal that you are working towards, you are going to have moments in time when it feels like that you are showing up and no one is showing up for you. You are going to feel like that you are showing up and you are doing all the work and you are doing great content and you are pitching and there is silence. That is going to happen. It happens when you move out of that comfort zone into that growth zone. Because you think about it, if we're not growing and we're experiencing the same, then you're just going to experience the same. You know what that is. If we're moving into that unknown and we are pushing ourselves, we are going to be met sometimes with things that we didn't really want to happen, right? So what would someone with options do? What would someone with options do today with their content when they send their next email? Think of the energy. Think of the unattachment that you would have, or the detachment. I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean. What would they do? How would they act? How would they show up? How would they pitch? How would they do a call to action? It's like with me when I'm like, join Business Bang, give me money. It's not like every time I do that, someone says, yes, I don't care. But I know I'm going to put myself out there because I know that someone will listen to a podcast episode and the day that they need it, the day that it finds them, and the day that I say that will be the day that they are like, she is exactly right. I want to give her money. And I say that knowing that I have so many options. You have options. Hot people have options. People with great ideas have options. You have to remember that because the problem is if you think that it's not going to work and that if you don't have enough options, guess what you're going to do? Your standards will continually lower and you will take crap work. And all you are doing is showing yourself, oh my gosh, this is what happens when I grow a business. I have clients that don't respect me. No, bitch, you don't respect yourself. You don't respect yourself enough to hold that standard and wait for the client and be okay with sometimes people saying no to you. I've got a story for you. I was looking at a bag the other day. It was like this gorgeous, sexy YSL bag. I'm like, I want that bag. Then I looked at the price and I'm like, ooh, do I need that bag? Could you imagine if that bag's like, why is that fabulous bitch? It's me. Why is she not buying me? Because currently it's not in my budget. That's all it is. Nothing against the bag. I still want the bag. I think about the bag all the time. I have bag fantasies. I'll be in the shower scrubbing up my body and I will think about that bag and the outfits that I will be wearing. Think about how many people want that bag. I will eventually get that bag. Declaring it on the podcast. I am going to get this YSL bag. But I say that because there are so many people out there that think exactly the same of you. And what we don't want is your energy to get fucking funky and for you to do weird shit and for you to forget who you are. Babetown, remember who you are. You are someone with a lot of options. I love this. I love you. We are so back. We are back. We are back for an incredible 2026. I am feeling phenomenally good about this year. And the reason that I'm feeling phenomenally good about this year is because I have shown myself that when I want something, I go and do it. So I had declared last year, kind of happened in 2 stages. I'm like, I want to get fit. I want to lose the weight. I'm going to do it. And there was a bit of a slow start. I still started though. And then in November, I was like, okay, you have to exercise. Like you've got to really like knuckle down. We have to start doing some like proper training. So I've added to my week, I think about like 6 hours of additional exercise. I'm eating a bit better, but obviously I still love my sugar and I am noticing so many changes. Even I was like editing some stuff for the podcast the other day and I'm like, oh my gosh, my face looks different. My body looks different. I am looking different. I'm feeling fucking good. And that's why I'm so excited about this year. How can I not be excited about this year when I am continually seeing the compound effect of every decision that I have made? You get excited about the future when you do the work, right? I want you to think about that. People that are stressed about the future know that they are probably not doing the right work. They are not showing up for themselves in their business. If you show up for yourself in your business, even if you don't see results today, you know that they are there in future. It is inevitable. It's like if you want to run and you are out there and you are exercising and you are running, you are going to get fit. You're going to get fit. It happens. You ask enough people to give you money. Guess what? Someone's going to give you some cash. That is inevitable. But guess what happens? If you are like, let me journal out why no one's paying me. That used to be me. I was a fondler of the tarot cards. I love the journal. It's so funny. I look back and stuff wouldn't happen in my life. And I would be spending 3 hours watching YouTube videos being like, why is stuff not happening? I'd be looking for an answer. And I wish I could go back in time. And I wish I could just shake my little shoulders and be like, bitch, the reason shit's not happening is because you're looking for an answer. Go do it. Make shit happen. And I guess that's why I do this podcast. It's why I show up and create content for you. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm feeling good. I love this. I love you. I love you more than how fucking good I'm looking at the moment. Every day I wake up, I put on my activewear. I take a little snapshot in the mirror. My calves are looking good. My body is looking good. I am feeling fucking strong. I am feeling strong. How good does that feel? I love you more than that. I love you more than when you go to a Pilates class and the teacher is like, good work, Peter. I do have a bit of a praise thing. I have a bit of a praise kink. I love some praise. Tell me that I am fantastic. And it's funny because I'm not a words of affirmation person. Like you can be like, you look really good. That was great. I'm like, oh, thank you. But there is just something about like praise delivered well. Maybe I am a words of affirmation person. Actually, I think I'm an everything person. Just give me everything. Give me your soul. Give me your shares. Give me your cash. But I do love you more than that. I love you more than I did a Mecca haul yesterday. And this haul was inspired because I was crying about, I've had a really tense 24 hours. Let's just say that. We're not going to go into it. I can't be bothered going into it because you know what? It's not worth permanent real estate on this podcast. Let's just say that. Okay. It's just not. But it's so funny how things happen sometimes because things happen. And when I was crying at work. I broke a rule. I don't do public crying, off brand. So I was in a phone booth with my friend, Alexandra Parmenter, and I'd cried like basically all my concealer off and I just looked like a mess. And she pulled out like her makeup bag. She's like, we're the same color. I can fix this. And she did. And I found some really good product recommendations. Would I tell you the product? You know what? I'm not even gonna tell you the product recommendations. I put them in a TikTok. I want you to go and I want you to like the TikTok and I want you to comment. So we're not gonna repeat them here, but I love you more than how, nice people can be. There are good people out there every day. There are good people out there who want you to be happy, who want you to win. Even if you feel like you don't have a lot of them in your life, you probably have a couple. And guess what? There are so many more people out there. So I love you more than that. I love you more than when something bad happens, something good happens, like me finding my concealer, this concealer that I love. I'm just going to tell you because it's here. The NARS Light Reflecting Eye Brightener in Night Swan. Love you more than that. Beautiful. Obsessed. Sexy. Hot. Hot stuff. Babe Town. Guess what? I've got 5 more, 6 more. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? 6. I got 5 more episodes to record for you. So I'm going to leave it here. I love this. I love you. And guess what, Babe Town? I'll see you on the next episode. Mwah.